Good morning, all my crafty Facebook friends. Welcome to my page and happy Friday to you. My day is off to a great start. I have laundry in the washer. I have beds made. I have sourdough stretched and pulled and stretched and pulled and stretched and pulled and now rising so I can make bread this afternoon. Yeah, everything is going good. Just a reminder that on the Global Inspiration Stamp Team page, we are doing our demonstrations. Sandra was supposed to be on at 10 o'clock and something must have happened. I know she was trying to come on from a remote location to do just a little welcome, and apparently that didn't work. I think Leanne hopped on and welcomed you, but at the top of the hour at 11 o'clock Central Time, there will be a presentation. I hope you don't leave me if I'm still on, but you can catch it on the replay if you are in that team. And I just noticed no wedding rings, I guess because I was stretching and pulling sourdough. I forgot to put them back on. But I am still married, so that's the good part. Okay. If you're here watching this morning, please take a minute to say hello. Hi, Shar. Hi, Gloria. I'm glad you guys are here with me. I love to know when you're here, and it also helps me know when I am up and running. So I'm going to check my Facebook page since a couple of you are on and just make sure I can find me. I have to reload it because that's what I learned. It'll never show me unless I do the reload. So come on, Maureen, where are you? Are you there? Are you there? I am there. Yay. So all is good on my front. Today is Friday, July 12th, 2024, and I hope your day is also off to a great start. The heat continues. We have no rain, and so that's all I'm going to say about that. It is just the continuing saga of summer here in Tennessee this year. My name is Maureen Ralphus, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I have been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 27 years, and I love what I do. I'm coming to you from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and I am here to help you. Hi, Kathy, glad you're watching. Find the joy of card making to give you tips and tricks to make your crafting and paper crafting easier, and to encourage you to send out the beautiful creations you make to others to make their day. Let's see what else I want to tell you. Be sure to say hello in the comments like I mentioned. I love to know you're here. If you're watching on the replay, let me know that always. And as always, I will be drawing from all of the comments that you leave today through midnight tomorrow, the 13th. And then drawing for a winner the next morning for the card we make today. So yay. And if you can share this video to a crafty group, to a crafty friend, to your home page, any way you'd like to share me. If you share me, let me know, and I will give you a bonus entry toward the card drawing. Congratulations to the winner of my last card, Joanne Norton. She won my direct pad to paper card with the Changing Leaves bundle. And Joanne, that's on its way to you in the mail. Enjoy it. Also, if you can share my video, I think I actually mentioned that already. I got that in early. Never mind to the sharing the video. I think that's all I have to tell you here. I'm going to take you down to the table. You'll see it's still green out there, except my lawn is starting to turn brown from the lack of rain. Everything still looks lush here compared to when I lived in Arizona, but they say we're in the middle of a drought, and it kind of feels that way when there's no rain day after day after day. This is me, Maureen Ralphus, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. My email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady, which is right where you are right now. My YouTube is Maureen Ralphus, and you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. And if you shop with me in the month of July, please use my current hostess code. This is the only way I get the extra benefits right now, and this will be changing next spring, but right now we still have hostess codes going. So for now, if you can use that, it allows me to earn more, or the most I possibly can anyway, on your orders. And then I can take those extra things that I earn and give them back to you in the form of my free card classes and giveaways, etc. So it just really helps me out if you use that. If your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use that code because you will earn some hostess benefits of your own. I have one card to share with you today. It is a beautiful card from my friend and team member, Dolly, and she's in Arizona, and she sent me my first birthday card that I got this year. My birthday is next week on the 19th, so she's early, but I love that, and I will put it on my mantle and start my little birthday celebration early here. I think it is just lovely. That, I think it's the same color I have. That's what it looks like she used here with gray. What an elegant combination. I don't think I have ever used those colors before together, and they look lovely. So thank you, Dolly, for thinking of me and for the beautiful card and the early birthday wishes. So, so appreciated. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. Bonus days is going on. Remember, any $50 purchase, pre-shipping and handling and tax, will earn you a $5 coupon. Now, I've had a couple questions on this. That coupon comes to you in an email after you place your order. It will be there shortly, but for sure within an hour. So if for some reason you don't get it, contact Stampin' Up. It'll come to you in the email that you use on your order. And then you can save that. Okay, again, I'm locked up on my end. Can someone let me know in the comments if I am still playing, because my computer looks like it's all locked up. Dang. I don't know what's going on with our internet again, but we sure have a lot of trouble. So hopefully your comments will come up and I'll know if I'm running. I don't see a working video. Okay, that's good to know. Good, then I'm just going to go ahead and make believe that I'm working. Anyway, it'll come. Make sure you save those codes so you can save them in a folder, take a screenshot of them, a picture, whatever you want to do. But they're not replaceable. Hang on to them, and then you can redeem them all in the month of August. And you can redeem them all on one order if you want. So what a great deal. So it's a great time to stock up. It's a great time to do a prepaid paper pumpkin. Look at our online exclusives, at our clearance rack, see if there's anything you need. Great time to order in the month of July. We also have some brand new online exclusives. I've shared some of them with you already, and more kits, 2 new kits in the kits collection. So check those out. And then a reminder that I will be placing orders for all the fall mini catalogs to go out to anyone who has ordered from me since February 1st. So those catalogs will come to you directly from Stampin' Up. They'll come to you in the mail in the month of August, and they will be effective in September. So yeah, make sure you've ordered from me if you want that to happen. I have to have your order by July 29th, because on the 30th is when I will finalize my order. I don't like to wait till the last day because sometimes there's glitches. So order by the 29th if you want to get in on getting your catalog in the month of August. Changing Leaves bundle is my bundle bonus of the month. If you order this bundle in the month of July using my hostess code, you will get a free tutorial from me that features all kinds of ideas using online exclusives. They will not be exclusive to this bundle this time. It'll just be general online exclusive ideas, as well as I will donate all of my profits to the Doors of Hope Ministry here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. In my upcoming classes, I have an in-person class, an online class. If you want to attend the online class, please let me know by Thursday, July 18th, because I need to get those kits out in the mail to you the next day so you have them on time for our class on Saturday, July 27th. That class will be in a private Facebook group that you will be invited to. The cost is $25. It includes everything to make all your projects except for adhesive and any stamp sets, because we cannot do stamping for you ahead of time. And it will feature the Changing Leaves bundle just as my online class will here also. So that is that information. And then my free class, as always, if you place a $50 order with me, which this month would earn you bonus coupons in school, you will also get 3 free card kits from me. But you do need to use my hostess code, because that's how I search on who gets the products. $75 order will get you those 3 card kits plus a bonus project. $100 order will get you the card kits, a bonus project, and a half a pack of embellishment. I've had a couple people recently ask me about the hostess code. They say when they go to checkout, they can't find a place to put it, and that is absolutely true. As soon as you enter one item into your cart, you will be able to see at the top of the screen a place where you can add your hostess code. Go ahead and add it there. Once you hit checkout and you go to the checkout section, it's no longer there. So just a reminder to do it. I just put one item in, then I go ahead and put the hostess code in, and be sure that my name is showing, and you are good to go. I will send those kits out no later than August 1st, and then our August 12th, 2024, 11 o'clock a.m. presentation right here on this page that is open to anyone will put those projects together. And then Paper Pumpkin. We are in a new month for Paper Pumpkin. This month it is called Time for Cake. And I had pointed this out last time that there's a number set in here. What I didn't realize is that's a bonus set. There is another stamp set coming in this kit, as well as the bonus number set, which is awesome. This kit is beautiful. The demonstrator's got a little sneak peek of it. It is all elegant birthday cards, not childish, not kitty, funny, nothing like that. Beautiful, elegant cards made with rose gold details. You'll make 3 each of 3 designs, and you have to order this kit no later than August 10th. And along with that, we're still offering our add-on little bundle of dies here that you can get that coordinate with the 3 different sets. But they coordinate anyway. You can cut out a flower, the word hooray, and a leaf. So they're a wonderful deal, $12. And you can only get them if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And then one thing I want to point out to you in my catalog here today is we are using what is fast becoming my new favorite punch on this card today. Let's see if I can get to it. I have a post-it there, but it doesn't seem to want to get me to that page for some reason. There we are. So I am going to be using the Labeled with Love punch from page 58 of the mini catalog. Now, this also has confused a few people, so I'm just going to go over it real quick. This is one of 2 sets. There's 2 different ones that they are offering your choice of dies or a punch. So with the Labeled with Love, you can either get the bundle of the stamp set and 3 dies that cut out that same label image, or 1 punch and the stamp set. And the 2 different bundles have 2 different prices listed up here at the top. Actually, they don't. They're the same exact cost. Well, that's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that. So, so you can get the 3 dies with it, or you can get the punch with it, and it's $39.50. I only ordered the punch so far, although the stamp set and the dies are on my radar. These dies are great if you want to do multiples, or if you wanted to cut out 3 sections at a time. For me as a demonstrator, it's wonderful. So I will be probably getting these, but I just wanted to alleviate any confusion on that. On this page, you also have the choice of a die or a punch, but on this page, it is 2 different prices. So if you get the stamp set with the die, it's $27.75. If you get the stamp set with the punch, it's $37.75, and that's because it's only 1 die, but it does cut out all those images. So something new Stampin' Up! Has never done before, offering both options up here and the numbers up here to order the bundle that you want. All right, moving right along. We are going to make a gorgeous card today. I think you're gonna love it. It is made with the Meandering Meadows Designer Series paper. This is an online exclusive. I know I've shown it to you before. It never gets old. It's so beautiful. I'm going to show you just a few of the designs to give you an idea of how pretty this paper is. Just look at those. And there's more. I'm not showing you all. I'm only going to just show you 5. So there's 5 of the designs in here. And then on the back of all of these papers in here are more neutral designs in colors or flowers, but just much more neutral, not the scenery that you see on the front. So we're using this paper again today. You've seen me use it before. It is a favorite. I'm going to point out my little tip to you again, just since I have this out. When I get my DSP, I always write the name on the front, as well as if it's an online exclusive and what the cost is. I put a little arrow toward the top to remind me that this is the section that is open on this page. And then I grab one of our little clear envelopes and I put it on the inside of my packaging, and that's where I store all my little scraps. It just keeps them together for when I want to use them and put them on a card. They're not just all over random and getting thrown away or whatever. So I keep them in that envelope. So I thought I would just share that. Every now and then I try to share, excuse me, the little tips I do. Excuse me 1 second while I grab a sip of coffee, because obviously my voice is scratchy. All right. I think I'm okay. We'll see. I think I'm okay. I need to lose that voice again. Excuse me. Actually, I'm bringing this coffee close just in case I need more, and because it's my emotional support drink. So, okay, so we're going to make a beautiful card today. We are starting out with a base of blueberry bushel. This base is 5.5 by 5 3/4, and it's scored at 1.5 and then folded in. So this is how this card is going to go. And then we have a piece of that designer series paper. Now this piece I cut down already, so let me show you how it started out. Hopefully I can do this right. Line those up like that. And then this little piece down here went right like that, okay? So when I looked at this, I tried to find what part of this image I wanted to use, because what's going to show is whatever is over here on this side, okay? So I looked at it first before I cut it down, and then I cut this down to just under 4 1/4. And that's because it's going to go on the inside here. And when you have a crease, you lose just a little bit of that 4 1/4. So I cut it just a hair under, not even a 1/16 of an inch, maybe a 32nd of an inch, but just a little strip off of the edge to make it just under 4 1/4, and it's 5.5 tall. And we're not going to use these pieces. I'm going to put them in that little scrap envelope, and they'll be used on a future piece of future card. At least I think they will. So this card is kind of unique because the front of the card is just going to be this beautiful designer series paper. So if you're doing a card like this, you want to be sure whatever picture that you pick, when you turn it over, the back of it also coordinates with the cardstock you're using, and the design goes the correct way and makes sense. So it's a little more picky on which designs you use. Pretty much everything in this paper will work for this, but if you're using others, you want to be aware of that. So this is going to go on the inside just like that, and to do that, I'm going to come in here and take my seal, and I'm going to just do a couple strips right down the inside of this front flap. Just like that. And then to add my paper, I'm going to put it here like it would go, because I want this scene to be showing. I'm going to lay it, tap it against my counter, or my, in my case, my glass mat, because if it's a little too short, no matter what, I want it even on this side. So I'm just tapping it, and then I'm going to fold this over. Now, if I hadn't made it just slightly smaller than 4 1/4, when I folded it over, this piece would come out past the end. And if that happened, you could just trim it down. So it's not going to be a big deal, but just be aware of that, okay? And then we're going to do the inside of this card. So I love this card. It's going to be a thinking of you card, but in a nice, fun, light way. but it would also make a gorgeous sympathy card. So just keep that in mind if you need one of those. I'm going to use the sentiment for the inside that comes from the Textured Florals stamp set, and it says, "Every thought of you makes me smile." So I pulled that out in my Blueberry Bushel ink. Now, Blueberry Bushel is one of those really deep, dark pigment inks. So you do need to be slightly more careful with it. Give it a moment to dry. Don't rub your fingers over it quickly because it is such a dark pigment. It just takes a little longer, and not forever, but I'm going to tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to be careful when I use this not to get any on my fingers because it is such a deep pigment dye. I'm doing my sentiment upside down just because that's easier. I can bring the sentiment and the paper closer to me, and I can usually get it straighter right at the top of the inside of this paper. Just like that. Look how pretty that is. Every thought of you makes me smile. I love it. And then I'm going to set that stamp set aside because we're not going to be using that again. This is going to go on the inside of my card. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm going to put our seal on the back of here. And just in the corners. That's all we need. And then this is going to get centered on here. Now, like I said, that pigment ink is a really deep pigment ink. So I'm kind of being careful to avoid it for a few minutes here while it completely dries. But it will. I mean, it really is probably completely dry yet. I'm just being extra cautious. So look how pretty that looks on the inside of this card. Also, because so much of this is just designer series paper, it makes your card really nice and lightweight for going through the mail, which I always love. So next thing we're going to do is come in here and do our outside sentiment. So I'm going to use the Blueberry Bushel for that also. And we're going to use the sentiment that says, "Thinking of you," from the Garden Meadows set. Now again, you don't have to use different sentiments. You could just use an outside sentiment on here or just an inside. It'll be beautiful. But I wanted to use two kind of coordinating. So the outside will say, "Thinking of you." The inside, "Every thought of you makes me smile." And I thought those went together really, really well. So let's put this onto my cardstock here. Just like that. I love Blueberry Bushel, guys. What a rich, elegant color. Night of Navy used to be my go-to, and then Misty Moonlight, but now that we have Blueberry Bushel, this is my blue, guys. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and I'm going to take that punch I was talking to you about, labeled with love. And this sentiment fits right inside of there nicely. So I'm just going to make sure it's pretty straight and centered where I want it and punch it out. And I don't think we need this scrap anymore, so I'm going to set that aside and my punch. I try to move things out of the way as I go just so it doesn't get too cluttered here in front of you. I'm going to add this to the front of my card. Now, if you wanted more dimension, you could pop it up on dimensionals, but I'm not going to. I want this card to go very easily and smoothly through the mail. Everything we're doing on it's going to be pretty flat. So we're going to add this here down at the bottom. With my seal. And I'm coming down pretty close to the bottom and centering it on the designer series portion. I don't want to cover too much of that beautiful picture up. So that's why it's coming way down here on the bottom of the card. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. But then this was way too plain for me. So I took a strip of Blueberry Bushel that was 1 1/4 inches by 5 1/2. Just a little bit smaller than this section right here. And I ran it through my cut and emboss machine using the Layered Florals 3D embossing folder. Oh my gosh, guys, if you don't have this, I'm sorry, you have to have this embossing folder. Just look at the dimension this embossing folder gives your strips of paper or your paper. I am always amazed when I use it. It is a favorite. It is so elegant looking. It'll go with anything floral that you have. and just so pretty. So we're going to use this to add a little bit of dimension to the front of our card. And I'm going to take my seal again, and I'm going to go pretty much completely around all the edges, because again, this is a 3D embossing folder. It really embosses deep, and you want this piece to lay nice and flat on your card. Ooh, and it sticks to your fingers. The seal does, it does. Okay. And I am going to place this right down the center of that blueberry bushel section. So I made it long enough that it goes top to bottom, but it's just a little bit narrower, so there's a tiny bit of blueberry on each side. Look how pretty that makes the front of this card. Just that little bitty added elegance. Now this card was inspired by a very similar one from a fellow demonstrator named Shirley Gentry. And I found it on Pinterest and I fell in love with it. I changed it up and made it my own, but it's similar to hers. Oh, I forgot to do the envelope, so let's add our sentiment, thinking of you, to the front of our envelope so it matches. I'm going to do it right now so I don't forget. Okay, this is going to go right there. Oh, that wasn't so good, guys. I don't know if I can line it up. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't look good, I will redo it on the one that you might win. So try that one more time. That's a little dark. I will use this on mine. So I'm going to take it away. And I will give you the one I did earlier for my card. So there we go. I don't mind the extra darkness, but I want yours to be exactly like it should be if you win. Okay, envelope, card. Now all we still need to do is add a few little blingy things on here. So for that, I'm going to use our adhesive backed dragonflies and birds. I checked this morning. All of these online exclusive products are still available. So we're using these. They are one of my favorites. You guys know they're one of my favorites. I have used them. This is my second pack, and I'm almost going to be gone with these soon. They are the little swallows, and then they also come with strips of dragonflies that I've already used up in here. So we're going to add these little swallows to the front of this card. I love them because they're shiny and gold. They really catch your attention, but they're so flat, just so flat that they go through the mail like a breeze. So, and I remember barn swallows. We had barn swallows when I lived in Wisconsin, and they would make nests in our garage, and I always loved them. So we're just going to come in here and place one of these little swallows flying down from the top of the card down into the trees, and then one of these other ones flying up over here to meet that one so they can have a little party. How's that? Beautiful. And then I'm going to take one more of the little ones that is flying up and place it right down here onto my sentiment. Okay, so that is the front of our card, all done, guys. Isn't that elegant? Wouldn't that make a beautiful sympathy card? But like I said, I love it for thinking of you also. And I'm going to open it up, and we're going to do one more thing. Because this is such a flat card, I am actually going to come in here and add one of those little swallows to the inside of my card. Now, I usually don't add any kind of bling to the inside because it's going to make your card bumpy, and just you'll always see that little bump on the front. But in this case, that is not true. It is right there. You don't even notice it. It's so flat. It's wonderful. So these are one of the embellishments, along with the brass butterflies, that can be used on the inside of your card. So that's it, guys. That was quick and easy. Look at our envelope. This beautiful card is the card that I'm giving away. Let me show you it with one other design I made. It's the same exact paper. It's the same exact design. I just used a different sheet of the paper. And that is this one right here. Now this one is a little brighter, but I still also think it would make a beautiful sympathy card, as well as just a thinking of you card. But this is the one that I'm giving away today, and actually almost any design in this paper would work for this. So let me show you how the inside, this one was just blue on the inside and it matched perfectly. And this one has those gorgeous flowers on the inside. And I love that look. So it's beautiful on the outside and the inside, plenty of room to write. I am so happy you took some time with me today and came and visited me here. I hope you like this card. I hope you picked up some tips or inspiration. Don't forget to leave your comments all day today and through midnight tomorrow for a chance to win this card. Every comment counts for an entry. If you share my video, let me know that and I'll give you a bonus entry. As always, I would love to be your creative coach and demonstrator. If you have any questions at all, would like a catalog, please reach out to me in the comments of this video or email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com. I do plan to be here next Tuesday at 10:30 for my regular coffee and a card. Next week is my birthday week, so we might have some surprises coming up. And remember that today and tomorrow, our Global Inspiration Stamp Team event is going on. It is a Christmas in July event, and I am scheduled for tomorrow, the 13th at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. So if you are part of that group, I hope you will join us. That group is for my customers and my team members. So if you fall into one of those categories and you want an invitation to that group, let me know and I will send that out to you. I always keep you posted. Just check this Facebook page. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, a great weekend, and I will see you all soon.